Okay. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. This is going to be game number 1. Team Vamos versus Aurora Gaming Philippines jumping in this. Wolf, who's got the stronger lineup here?
Okay, so I don't like seeing the Granger right now because of the nerfs that I've seen, and I think that Aurora Gaming has gotten their comfort composition. So I would really feel that it's Aurora Gaming that will have the advantage right here. I think the Fredrin with the Eve is just a very good turtle taking kind of lineup. I think that they have all the tools to protect their Moskov, and Moskov is also great versus the Fanny because of the stun. But we'll see. It's going to be dependent on the execution. Error 404. We don't know if this is Chibi or, well, it's actually Error 404. Not be able to steal that orange buff.
Okay. So part of this too, is he actually going to go for this kill on Light? No, he's just going to put pressure here. Team Kite, tanky enough, has UA with him. I think they just force him out of the jungle, so they're going to be fine. I think still, this is one of the things though, man. Like anytime you pull up that Fanny, you know that you're going to basically have to take care of the Fanny in a way throughout the game, at least if it's buff secured or at least giving that opening. And I think they have the lineup to allow that to happen. There's a lot of good combinations Team Vamos can go with having an Alice, having that Grok still there. The damage provided with a Farsa, of course, too. And then I think you're just going to have to see, it's not too often we actually get to see the double marksmen go against each other in the lane, And for a lot of the times we've seen so many fighters placed into there, but Natko versus Domenkite, this is going to be a good match to see.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen that lineup. Normally, in the laning stage, Granger is actually winning now, but there are some changes with the Granger right now. Light is just level 2 at 2 minutes. Maybe this is some of the changes with the roll blessings that we have, but Zorn actually has more XP, but Demon Kite takes the turtle.
Oh, they're going to actually go for him. So Zorn has to burn the flicker. Is this, timing-wise, they would have been level 4, right? Light would have been level 4, so that's already the change that our viewers can go ahead and see, and maybe they've experienced themselves on this new patch. Do you feel like that was warranted though? Like that change needed to happen? Were the roams getting too much XP and gold?
No, I don't think so. Well, honestly, it's not warranted. Roamers are not getting that much XP and gold, but I think it just I think MLBB forces us as roamers to be more aggressive, and so far Zorn has been very aggressive. He actually stole a buff away from the Fredrin.
Oh, he did. Okay, Demon Kite's going to use the Retribution to go ahead and stop Error 404 from going a little bit further. Also, by the way, I believe even the Retribution, the what is it, the icy one? The icy one was affected as well through the patch. It's a little bit less slow, if I recall correctly. Domen Kite will be spotted out. Some extra gold going to Natko right now as they're forced off. Ooh. But he still got the gold card though.
Yeah.
With the spear, so good for Domen Kite. Doesn't lose too much in that one.
So that's it. Team Vamos are doing the right moves, punishing this Moskov pickup because it is actually not the best when it comes to keeping himself safe in the laning stages. So what they did was to apply the pressure in that area and actually put this outer turret energy shields up to just 10% as of this moment, which actually meant that this Granger will have a significant amount of gold lead over this Moskov. Right now, it's 700, right?
Yeah.
And with the Skypiercer and the boots, this is going to be a great start for Natko.
Yeah, Natko just showing that that Granger little nerf didn't hurt too much, at least so far in the lane against a Moskov who traditionally does take a little bit longer to go ahead and build up. We know that Trinity items are still really important, both to these. Oh, whoa. Light's going to actually jump in already. There's the feathered airstrike coming down. Light's going to return it, though. He falls first. Clarkun gets a kill. UA finally picking one up. They're going to go ahead and trade it, the 2-for-1. Natko joining the fight, but he's just forcing Aurora back. Turtle's up for the taking, though. Demon Kite will start it up. Meanwhile, Domen Kite just trying to catch up here in terms of the gold. He's going to clear that bottom lane, that gold lane. He was going to try to get some extra gold off that turret, but he won't be able to. Maybe he gets the gold crab here. So Demon Kite securing the turtle, and Domen Kite fine in the 2v1.
Yeah. Double lane coming out from Natko. Demon Kite slowly catching up, has the Roshan Scythe right now. And during that purple buff invade coming out from Aurora Gaming, Light actually landed a massive ultimate. But most importantly, Demon Kite timing his taunt against Error 404 that actually led to the death on that Fanny. and Aurora Gaming have one significant amount of momentum right now.
Yeah, they're going to break out again. Error 404 going down in his side of the jungle. Demon Kite too, as Natko picks up a kill. Zorn's quite low. Yue is going to go ahead and zone them out, but the buff will still be there. So it's just junglers. Junglers' bodies in the jungle falling for that one.
That's very unfortunate for Aurora Gaming. They might have taken down Error 404, which is massive already, but they gave a kill to Natko, and that's a Sky Piercer Granger. A kill onto the Granger right now would be good, but I think that he dodged some of that. No, Domikite cleans up the kill.
Oh, good pickup there. They needed that because Domikite's still playing catch up here. So now that he gets that kill and he slows down at the scaling from Natko with that kill, also burning the flicker. So unfortunate for him not to stay alive in that. This gives Domikite time to catch up. And again, Moskov is a little bit different, right? You kind of just want to go ahead, farm up until you've got at least the 2-3 items, more so the 3 items that you need. So he's just kind of playing this kind of control right now. And the rest of the team of Aurora is the ones that actually have to make things happen. And Light's been doing that. I mean, he's pretty proactive. You don't see Benang pop up too much anymore. Still quite annoying, especially with that. Whoa, Edward. Ooh. Edward falls.
Edward falls. Oh. And the Fanny was already far away. I think that there was a
they're going to go for you
coming out from Zorn.
Oh, tech charge. There's Light. Natko's going to want to fall under the turret. And now they're going to look for more. Siska trying to get away. Throne of Ruin going to be used too. Gets 3, but I don't think you can run away from this. Light still working for it, but Arrow 404 is back. He's going to be able to go in the mid lane. Oh, Domikite was caught in the mid. Goes down. Arrow 404 gets some revenge. Team Vamos is fighting it toe-to-toe with Aurora Gaming.
Oh, man. Extra moves coming out from Aurora Gaming, punishing themselves in that clash in the mid lane. Domikite actually lost his life after some of the extra movements coming from Aurora Gaming, but they did take out Natko once again. So that's back-to-back deaths on the Granger. And the Sky Piercer is going to hurt this Granger even more. And the fact that Domikite got into a kill before that happened made him catch up a little bit. Might be almost caught up when it comes to the goal. But now, Aurora Gaming are going to take this turtle very easily. To the fact that they also took out some of the members of Team Vamos. It's going to be Error 404 trying to go for the Moscow, but there's somebody guarding him in there. That's a Badang, which is one of the natural answers to the Fanny. And Aurora Gaming, I believe that they have all the tools that they need against this Fanny.
Oh, caught here again with a tech charge. Edward goes down for the second time. A lot thrown at him, though. That was pretty much a feathered airstrike, a tech charge, all thrown at him. I think even Throne of Ruin was used there.
Yeah. However, I think that's very unlikely, very un-Edward-like movements coming up from Edward. We see this as one of the most consistent players in the league overall, internationally, and he dies rarely. And when he dies, normally there will always be a trade for his team. But I think that's 2 unanswered deaths for Mr. Edward right now as the CC. And I'm sure that it's not because of the recent nerfs on the Vengeance. I'm sure that was just because of his positioning as Aurora Gaming is punished once again. But here's the thing. Aurora Gaming capitalized from the group up from Team Vamos and actually pushed top lane.
Yeah, there's not... I feel like there's not... No matter what hero you are or what player you are, man, there's not too much you can do with, like, 3 ultimates thrown at you, you know, especially with an attack charge. Now Zorn going to face it. A little bit of a backup, though. It's Domikite that goes down. Clockhoon is just doing so much damage with this Farsa, man. It's the burst is insane still, and I mean, even a Farsa is one of those heroes that has been a mainstay throughout the meta, but every single time the Farsa is picked up, you're reminded just how much burst damage she has.
Yeah, that right push in the mid lane is one of the death zones for Aurora Gaming. How many bodies have dropped in that specific area where the Moskov is laying down right now? Edward just died in that spot, and now it's going to be Domikite. I think it's high time for Aurora Gaming to either avoid that area or secure that area. Because it seems like Team Vamos are just flourishing in this part of the map.
Yeah, they want this tier 1 in the mid, man. They've been working for it. They're set up around it. The Lord is up now. What I'd like to see if Team Vamos can actually go ahead and objectively fight around this Lord pit, because for the previous Turtles, it's mostly been Aurora Gaming Philippines that have had that control and really set things up for them. Again, this lineup allows them to do that. But that's one of the things, Team Vamos, they've just got to go ahead and manage the Moskov push. You can see Arrow 404 waiting up there patiently. I'm not sure if he's actually going to try to make a play up here, but things are getting in position for the Lord take. I think Air 404 has to make a decision too if he's going to actually stay up here and make his way down there, because if he waits too long, Aurora Gaming will actually go ahead and start this up. And it's this fight for the control around that Lord.
Oh, wow. This mid control from Team Vamos is prompting a lot of movements coming out from Aurora Gaming. I wonder if we can see some of the stacks for the Granger right now for the Sky Piercer, because I believe that it's quite low because he died twice afterwards, but he then regained one. So 3 items available now for the Granger, 3 items as well from the Moscow. You talked about this, nice, about the 3 items. I call it the, I hope you're ready for this. I call it TIPS, T-I-P-S.
TIPS?
It's 3 item power spike.
3 items, dude, I like that, the tips. He's got the tips.
Yes,
right
sir.
now he's got the tips. They're going to fight for this Lord. Oh, a tech charge. Good usage of the flicker, but they're going to break out. Arrow 404 gets the Lord, but the fight's still going for it. Now Zorn going to fall. Double for Edward. He's popping the Vengeance. He's looking for the back line. There's the SOD. Domenkite joins the fight. He'll pick up Not Go. 4 fall for Team Vamos, all for the Lord.
Massive retribution coming out from Error 404, stealing that Lord away from Aurora Gaming. But the post-objective team fight, Aurora Gaming are so good at that. The way that they used US Ultimate, the way they used Edward, this time nailing Kurt and Cole. And then the Domenkite, the proper uses of the dash, proper target acquisition as well. They have taken out Team Vamos almost unscathed. It kind of felt like they didn't lose as much HP because of how clean they were. Team Vamos were so focused on taking that Lord, was stealing away that Lord, that they did not set up their box properly. Natko was under a lot of duress. Zorn's ultimate wasn't properly utilized, and Clockwind wasn't there to deal enough damage against the important members of Aurora Gaming PH.
Oh,
massive post-Lord team fight.
Oh, he finds Not Go. SOD lands. Domenkite goes for the kill. Not Go falls. Good information from Light. Domenkite's still going to be up for now. Gets the space and will pick up another, but it goes to Edward. 2 fault for Team Vamos. Light does this so many times. He waits patiently in that bush. Again, this is the map. This is the deadly grass. And it's deadly with Light there. Conceal's going to be used. Going to put pressure here in the mid lane. Wall thrown up. They're going to have the base turret fall down in the mid lane. UA dropping down the RWM, and they'll clear out this wave and most likely just back off, taking down at the tier 2 here on that bottom side. Again, it was so quick how fast this kind of just turned in favor of Aurora Gaming after that last fight and then another one. So Team Vamos in a position to go ahead and just try to make what they can off these lanes, push with what they can with Arrow 404, and luckily he's able to get out of there.
Another death on Natko just a minute ago. At this point, you kind of want to sell your Sky Piercer, right? Because it's almost a negative net worth kind of thing. Because I believe that exists for marksman that dies constantly. When he was up with 1 stack, he died twice afterwards. He gets another stack for sure to kind of recover, but then he dies twice again afterwards. Now he's picking up the BOD, so definitely it's going to hurt, but the Sky Piercer stacks, it's going to hurt him right now. And Aurora Gaming are leading by a significant amount of gold, and they even have pushed the mid lane turret, which was crazy to think that they didn't even get the Lord, but they got they won the important team fights, which allowed them to take that inhibitor in the mid lane.
Look at the pressure they're going to put here on the purple buff right now. Meanwhile, top Light's making his way with the conceal. He's able to find Clockhoon, and Clockhoon's gone. That's a massive amount of damage out of Team Vamos. Another falls. Domenkite on the hunt. They'll pick up more. Now Natko's going to be next. He does kill Domenkite, though, but eventually Sizka dies, and Natko left alone versus 4. He's got a massive wave coming in, and Aurora Gaming knows that they can go ahead and deal with Natko. Midwave pushing in. They see GAME1 in sight. They're going to jump forward, forcing Natko off, and there's nothing that a Granger can do as he rhapsodies to Edward's vengeance, and GAME1 will go over to Aurora Gaming Philippines.